Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, your luck has run out. It's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. No more Dune for like 4 weeks. More Railgods. Let me move my handsome face. Whoop, bloop. There we go. Handsome face moved. Actually, handsome face removed about 40 years ago. Let's load. I have very little memory of where we left this. Perhaps I should select one. I think we had reached a stopping point where we didn't need to stop, but I was going to go kill some stuff and get some loot and maybe go into a cave. They made changes. There's a run mode in-game now. Your character can run. Instead of the lollygagging pace previously, you can run. That is extremely welcome, I can assure you. That is cardboard ammo box. All right, let's see if I can remember how to play this. Survey says probably not. There's the running. Not incredibly fast. Oh, I'm hungry. What a shock. Let's see. How about we eat a fish? And another fish. They're cooked fish, though. Don't worry. Where was I? Yes. So we have a cave there. Looks like it's been randomly regenerated. But we want to do some murdering. And that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Trying to remember what the spell hot key is. That guy didn't drop anything? That's rude. Boar or dude? Boar. You got some mush. can be sure that our Railgod friend will appreciate having some fresh mush. Where's my health? Health is okay. Do without the constant cooing of the birds. I can say that. We're going to head back to the train. We just wanted to sort of re-get the hang of the combat here. Be a little bit more. Could be a couple more boars. Could be dudes. That's a dude. The Devil Reaper. He puked. That's just free, and then popped. Perfect. That's not awesome. Do I not have any? I guess they don't go in the hotbar. I thought they went on the hotbar. Bandages. Maybe I don't have any bandages. See, I go away from for a day, or a few. I forget everything I once knew. I do indeed appear to have no bandages. That was a poor choice on my part. But we were headed back here anyway, so we'll just pop on. Hey there. I have played a good chunk of V-Rising. I will note it took me a sec to respond because for whatever reason, Restream didn't share your message with me. Yes, and this game reminds me rather a lot of it in a lot of the basics of the game. Especially the combat stuff feels very similar. I've streamed it a couple of times. V-Rising. Transfer. Enjoy your meal. So good. Yes, I'm sure it's good. Alright, I need food. I also need to heal myself. Let's see. I think we need, what, rags for making bandages, I think? I'm getting all of my survival games confused. They said they fixed all of the non-checkmark magnifying lenses, or magnifying glasses if you prefer. I don't make those here. Do I make those? Not here. B is build. No, not that build. Where do I make the bandages, damn it? That's the carriage discovery deck. The regular workbench is in here, I think. Generic arrows. That's a log workbench. That's the contact. That's for carriage discoveries. There we are. Okay, that's where it was, under the crafting menu. Oh, okay, I am all healed up. Alright, that's good. I just made some bandages. There they are. Guess they can't go in the hotbar. One of the things that the UI here is not as bad as, say, Dune Awakening, about which I have been complaining endlessly. Let me offer up some madness to the Railgod. What else we got? That's raw steak, which I can eat. Those are arrows, which I want to keep. That's cooked. Those are rags, which are a resource. We'll finish making the ones we have on us then. Alright. Let's see. Not that. Those are all good. Okay. A cardboard ammo box. Basic ammo for fire gun. I don't have a fire gun. I assume they mean firearm? Hide. Iron scraps. Raw fish. There it is. The Have You Tried V Rising Yet? Oh, came through on the second time, but not the first time. It's weird. Yes, I have. I enjoy it. It's a little harder than I'm comfortable with, which isn't that unusual, frankly. Oh, Railgod feeder. There we go. I can't remember. I made it into the fighting the mobs in the 40s, I think. It's been a while, so I'm not positive. Okay, we're here. There's a graveyard. That's the crash site where there's another cave. How are we looking? All right. Satiety. Satiety? 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 Satiation. There we go. We're just going to say satiation. Let's move on to the next location. V Rising is a far more polished product than this, to be sure. A lot deeper as well. At least so far. I'm not that far into this, so. I have no idea where the town is. Because I'm supposed to be going to reach the next town. I have no idea where that is. We have 2 cooked fish left. One thing I do wish, like a lot of... On a lot of the survival games, having to eat and drink is boring. In some games, you don't have to eat and drink. But if you do eat and drink, you get a buff. And I think that's a much, much better way of working the mechanic for survival. We got a potato. It's raw. But, you know, you take what you can get. Alright, where's the cave? The cave is close by. I may try a very dangerous and probably ill-advised jaunt into the cave. But first... Oh, it's a pig. Alright. And over here, maybe another pig? It is, in fact, another. A boar. Okay, it's headed over towards probably bad guys. Come get some. Come on, Poor. You know you want to. Alright, this leaves us with an open cave. There's the bad guys. Let's explore the caves. This is probably a bad idea. Won't be my last. Don't worry, I'm not going to strip off anything else. We're pretty much done with the stripping. We have an NPC, presumably a friendly one. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to steal his stuff. What can I say? I have a lifelong hatred of porcelain. Talk with the mechanic. Still looking for copper wires? Here you go. Okay, he gave me more copper wires, but I met him at a previous location where he gave me wires. Not that I'm averse to getting free wires. But the same NPC in a different zone. A little weird. Oh, what do we have there? We have rats and bats, but that looks like a different kind of metal that I might be able to... That finished off the bats. And more bats over there. But we switched to... that, like, copper? That would make sense. We just got copper wires. Damn it. Oh, I'm hungry again. And that's what I mean about it just being kind of boring. You're constantly having to eat. Same thing I had with Dragon Wilds. I just thought that that was really... Damn it. Ooh, they're coming back this way. Alright, they've made them easier to kill. That's a plus. The swarms and stuff were extraordinarily difficult to kill. And, again, a mechanic that just wasn't fun. Rope. My belt is full. Oh, the belt is full. Well, that's fine. I already have one of those. I already have one of those. I didn't need another one. Dirty water. We need more fat loot in these probably not loot-filled boxes. Now, the last cave I was in, the mobs were not particularly friendly looking. In fact, they were terrifying looking. And that's them. You'll notice some sort of weird tail flipping. Yeah, so the weird tail flipping action is lenses. Dead giveaway for... Okay, time to go! Good evening to all of you. I hope the first day of the work week has been kind to you all. Well, reasonably kind to you all. Does that send me back to the map, or does that send me back? It sends me back to the train if I just exit the... Interesting. Exiting the cave sends me all the way back. We will finish eating the delicious... Oh, I already ate it all. We had a potato, didn't we? Didn't we have a raw potato somewhere? Thought we did. Thank you very, very much. Picklebrow. I like your name. Because, I mean, I like brow. Bruise. And I like pickles. Although I'm not sure how I would feel about, you know, actual, let's say, pickle beer. But I would try it. Alright, well, we killed some dudes. So we'll drop off our mush. We'll feed the train. A happy Shoggoth is much better than an unhappy Shoggoth. Really. Not much in the way of madness to sacrifice. I really, honestly, the speed at which your food vanishes is unfun, but that's not certainly by any means unique to this game. Oh, we've got more room than I thought we did. We want to keep rags because we want to be able to make bandages if we have to. You're very kind to say you enjoy my content. It's not necessarily a sign of good sanity on your part, but thank you. The Railgods feeders. Oh, he just ate. All right, next up is the camping site. We're here at Ember Hill. I have no idea where the town is we're supposed to go to. Why is my food going so bleeping fast? All right, fast. Let's go fast. Must go faster. The food is going, like, not quite as fast as water does in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, where it was an absolute burden. It was one of the reasons I stopped playing, because I wasn't having fun, because I was spending so much time drinking water. Getting notified, oh, you need water. What? Again? It was really annoying. And the food here is getting similar. Let's see. Is that village? Does that say village? I think it does. In which case, I won't spend long poking around here. In fact, we'll see if the map loads in. No, the mini-map doesn't. I'm just going to move on to the village. I'm supposed to reach the next coastal town. I don't know if this is it or not. Because they don't tell you. Doesn't say anything about it here. If not, I should at least be able to salvage around in town for some goodies, I hope. We have another lighthouse coming up, but that's not a village. I'm hoping that this is, but I doubt it's the one I need to go to. I just wish there was some indicator on the map as to where I'm supposed to be trying to go to. It doesn't say. Anywhere. Let's see if we have any other foodstuffs salted away. Salted, like preserved. Raw fish, raw steak. I don't have a recipe for cooking it yet. Don't really know why. It's another thing I think they could use is a little more common sense recipe makings earlier. Because I like the game. But the frustrations I have with it are real. Nowhere near as bad as they were with Dragon Wilds, where genuinely the constant amount, tick, 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 it seemed like you had to drink every 45 seconds or a minute, is idiotic. It is corrosive to any sort of fun gameplay. Deadlight Cove. Oh, we're still in the green track, which I assume is like the starting area. What do we have? We have cave all the way in there. Where am I? Oh, not all the way. I'm here. We can poke into the cave and see if there's anything in there. We'll murder where murder is necessary, of course, because, you know. I'm hungry again. Of course I am. Boar? Boar. That wasn't a very normal pig-sounding kind of sound. It actually sounded unpleasant and creepy. We've got a box that should have some goodies in it. We'll grab that first before we go into the cave. Ah, damn it. Hi guys, awful lot of you hanging out. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, again, we have a person in here. Is it the same guy? And is it the engineer again? And is he going to give me more copper wiring? He is. He appears to be in every cave, which is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, a little strange. That's one of the things I don't think I actually want to get a good close look at. Am I going to try? Am I going to try? I can run, right? More hits would be better. got him, and he turns into earthling mush, ether spheres, red iridescent dust, which is presumably used to make that's got to be the entrance there, right? Presumably used to make red iron equipment things. So we go back to the train. It's a very weird thing they have where you exit the cave and it takes you back to the train. I mean, previously in my first cave, I used my ability to teleport back to the train. And that worked as expected. Wouldn't actually teleport me from inside the cave. I had to step out. But now when I step out, every time it teleports me. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Alright, have some mush. It's on the house. See, I have to reach the town. Let's go ahead and dump our relatively small amount of madness. That's full. Right, I am supposed to reach a town. I have no idea how to reach town. So I'm going to boogie along until I reach some sort of destination. Because I'm supposed to reach the town. Let me double check. I mean, I got that quest when I got the radio working. Donzin. Interference again. The carriage is closed, though. Okay. Let's see. Workbenches. I mean, theoretically, I could make a farming station, but maybe I should. Containers. I can build additional containers. Cage, because apparently we're going to have to capture things. Yes, it's set in the Cthulhu universe, basically post-apocalyptic. We went into a magical sleep because we knew the end was coming. Cthulhu and the Elder Gods have arisen and rule the world, and we're trying to drive back the madness. Well, I can build a farming station. I have another rail car, by the way, so I can expand once I have stuff I can put there. Any time now would be good. Okay, I can make I can grow potatoes? Is this correct? I need a raw potato and green manure. Or a raw potato. I can make tea plants because I have tea seeds. Do I actually have no? I have none. I know of none of those. Chitinous plaques. I don't think I need any of that yet. I guess I can make tea plants. So I've started growing some tea. Really have no potatoes. Doesn't look like I've got any potatoes. I have tea leaves. They're crafted. They're aromatic and greenish. They're a resource, but don't think there's anything I can do with them by themselves, because I don't have, like, any cooking station or anything. Alright, well, off we go. There's a lighthouse with caves. I'm going to bypass it, because I'm hoping to reach the coastal town. Yay! Have any food? Not much. The coastal town. Yay! There was much rejoicing. It's around here. Hanging on. I did enjoy my time in Dune Awakening over the weekend. Another, at least, survivor-esque game. Stone circles. I have reached the coastal town. Now, I don't know if I have to, like, fight my way into the town proper, or if this is like a NPC-filled area. But let's find out, shall we? So yeah, the short version is, we saw the end of the world coming, and a number of us put ourselves into magical sleep to awaken after the great old ones had arisen, Cthulhu and his friends, and we are now attempting to, there it is, meet with the station manager. Humanity's last hope. Enter a town. I have now entered a town. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the station manager. Finally, your arrival is timely, dreamer. I'm a dreamer. Because we slept and dreamed. And now we're here in the real world, where things are really not good. I must keep everything under control. My burden is great. You seem sorely distressed. What's happening? Each guild has an issue of some kind, whether it be distractions or danger. One of their leaders has even vanished, as if swallowed by the void itself. This is not like her. Something terrible must have occurred. Well, the entire world's been destroyed. So yeah. What about the others? It's their duty to preserve knowledge, and through their discoveries we ensure our survival. Sometimes it takes days, weeks, months. Then what's the issue? Perhaps they simply haven't finished their tasks yet. Communications, that's the issue. For some reason, they're delaying in communicating, and that is against regulations. Any way I can help? Would you? Please help us reestablish contact, or at least resolve unfinished tasks. Ducky! Only then may this accursed place feign normalcy. Ha! Normal. What folly. Aid us, and we shall share knowledge with you. Do you have any clue or information about what they need? Myself? No. But scattered through the town, each guild has its envoy. Seek them out for clues. You'll have your restored communication soon. May the elders guide you. Make haste. Dooloop. So I have to search the headhunter. Search for the headhunter, the mechanic, the scholar, and the transport officer. Now, I have a magical ability that allows me to see where things are on a map. Nope, can't get in that way. And I'm hungry again. It's really getting to be a pain in the ass. I'm eating raw meat right now, by the way. I will not kill their pig. That would be unfriendly. Although perhaps tasty. Could it be possible by the nameless void? What a revelation it would be. An egg, a true Railgod egg. By carving the Voorish sign, we might... Greetings. Oh, dreamer, forgive me. I was lost in my thoughts. How fares the guild? There seemed to be some unrest among its members. Not quite.
Rather, we've all been seized by the most unsettling discovery. In fact, now that I think of it, your arrival is the most fortuitous occurrence I could have hoped for. What's this about? We have come upon knowledge of the existence of Railgod eggs, artifacts of singular nature. Capable of warping matter itself, transmuting it into forms imbued with unfathomable properties. This is not entirely new to me. From what I know, Railgods produce these eggs only after reaching a sufficient stage of evolution. Precisely. On that note, I have acquired a sphere of proto-essence from the headhunters for my research. I offer to you. Seek the hangar nestled within this city. There you shall find the hangar controller. Use it to infuse the proto-essence into your Railgod. She may find it most nourishing. She shall relish the feast. I will collect proto-essence. Okay, I have protected. Use Railgod management workbench in town to evolve the Railgod. You really think they'd mind if I, killed their pigs? I'm thinking probably. Dead end. I can't afford these dead ends. The rate I'm eating all my goddamn food. Ah, slackers lot. Where the hell have they gone? They should have been here ages ago. Greetings, the station manager told me I might be of use to your guild. Oh, by all the ancient gods, you show up at just the right moment, like a wrench for a rusted bolt. Tell me what's happened. A damn mess, that's what... We lost the train wagon project. Without those, my builders are stuck, like a Railgod with no mush. I take it they're essential? Essential? Ha! It's like losing a limb. Finding them was the top priority for the Headhunters Guild. But those layabouts haven't returned yet. Could something have happened to them? Ha! I almost hope so, but no. I know the type. They've probably ditched the search to go chasing after jobs from the Scholars Guild. Same old story. Well, I could go take a look. Perfect. At least, try not to get roped into the distractions of those other guilds. They've got no grasp of the word urgent. Understood. Where should I start looking? I am hungry again. Railgod makers, dudes, seriously. This sucks. This is not fun. Last reports place them at the crash site near Gilman Junction. Here's the coordinates to be used at the control panel of the locomotive. Start there in mind. A mechanic never leaves a job half done. When you're done, we'll be able to share with your knowledge. Really, this just sucks. There's no other way of putting it. It sucks. When we're in a town or on our train, we should not be getting hungrier. That shouldn't happen. It's just getting in the way of your game. It blows my mind that that simple of a thing is something they appear to have chosen to ignore in a number of survival games. If I'm drinking every 2 minutes or eating every 2 minutes again, it's not fun. This makes me want to quit. Like, actually now. Because it's not fun. There is nothing fun about that. Here's the last stop. Here, go there. It's always on us. What's troubling you? Oh, if I don't calm down right now, it can't be madness ruins this place. It'll be my fury. Speak and we'll find a solution. One of my guild's leaders went on a mission for some other guild, and with these damn communication failures, I've no way to track her down. Where could she be? I'd start searching by the camping sites along the yellow track. It's the second rail line. She's been out for days, must have stopped somewhere along the way. Got it. You know, it's always a headhunter's sent on these risky jobs, so I appreciate your help. Once you're done, no matter which town you stop in, one of ours will see to it you get a tool worthy of your strength. Seriously, I'm getting close to quitting just because of the having to eat. I'm eating again. I have no food. I'm going to starve to death, maybe? I don't know. It's just idiotic and not fun at all. It's like they have a game like this is not predicated on realism. So eating and drinking all the time, and they've gotten rid of the drinking. I don't have to drink all the time, but I have to eat all the time. Oh, conductor, truly great to see folks like you around here. Glad to hear it. I only woke up a few days ago. I'm sure you've already run into many dreamers. To be honest, the dreamers who keep arriving here to find me, and I always hope to meet them again with new cargoes, new goods, moving things, and fewer problems. Speaking of problems, everything okay with your guild? Station manager mentioned something about a kind of disconnection, failure of communications. Not disconnected, just a small disagreement about what could raise conductors' chance of surviving out there. The guild's concern for conductors is considerable, I've noticed. Sure. Without people like you, we'll be doomed in a few days. I don't even want to think about it, and I'm honored to tell you that I know what I know about the survivors. Do you mean about you in the city? Everyone's a survivor here. No, I'm talking about the real survivors. Near legendary individuals, those striving for days, even weeks, outside of the domes. Just making good use of their resources. That's impossible to conceive. For me, so I have something for you. Here's Survivalist Story Fragment. What? Read it closely and follow the instructions. If you spend your items as detailed in the story, the survivor's experience will be your guide. Better to try while out there in the wastelands. I'll definitely give it a go. I see no harm in this. Anyone from our guild will be curious to know if you follow the survivor's path. Many of their stories are yet to be found and tested. Evolve the Railgod. Use the Railgod management workbench in town. I'll note that that's not marked. Or do I have to use the one on my train while we're in town? What are the others? Reach the crash site. Find the headhunter. Camping sites in the yellow. Find a fragment of stone in stone circles. Lighthouses in the nowhere. I had to try, you know. Wow. Oh, I have access to my supply chests outside. That's unexpected. Hello. Welcome. Butlerothyrus? Hope I pronounced that correctly, or at least was in the general vicinity. Yes, I know I have no satiety. Let's see. Use the Railgod management workbench in a town. That's all right. Enjoy your meal. You're welcome. I can also open the coordinates from there. That's the carriage discovery with Railgod management workbench. That's the blueprint workbench. That's the log workbench. That's the farming station. Where I've got... Oh, okay. Stuff. I'll leave the stuff there. Railgod management workbench. Well, there must be a workbench in town. In a town, it says. Okay. Well, there must be one in town. Now, we can just exit. Because I don't see anything with that name on my Railgod. So I'm hoping my Railgod's been moved to the hangar. Okay, maybe that was... where the engineer was? That would make sense. Oh, no, the hangar is probably the big thing in the middle. Except my Railgod's not here, that's for sure. I couldn't agree more. Doggy. The hangar. Oh, not there. Ah, there's the mechanic for train management. Oh, Railgod management. Let's see, available Railgods. Why would I want anyone other than that? Look, so adorable! Railgod. Shoggoth is unfriendly. I should... Her name's Sherry. I will evolve her. You need at least one proto-essence. Okay, well, I revolved her. They need to evolve. Evolve a Railgod. I have done so, it seems like. Talk to the Scholars Guild in a town. Like, say, this one. Headhunter. Get to the crash site. Conductor only. Use the crash site coordinate on the control panel locomotive. Cross the portal to the crash site near Gilman's Junction. Well, let's see. That was... Oh, okay. So we can set up the train here. So we need access to an engineer, basically, to rearrange stuff on the train. Got it. Oh. I've heard this is really good if you have a bad back. Hanging by your ankles. So I'm sure that's all it is. His back has been bothering him. And I know when my back's out, I would do almost anything to make it stop hurting. So, yeah. There's a scholar? May the abyss devour me, dreamer. That probably wouldn't be good. My ears have heard the mighty roar of your Railgod, and with every fiber of my being trembles with awe, as is appropriate. Railgod? Such magnificence, her growth is nothing short of astounding. Yes, and so too is her power. The time is nigh. I can feel arcane vibrations ripping through the air. Or rippling through the air, one of the two. The moment has come to forge a Railgod egg. You'll require a set of specific items. Some perhaps you already possess, but regardless, once you've obtained the egg, deliver it to a member of the Guild of Scholars. It'll be an invaluable treasure for our research. My thanks. I shall return soon. Collect the pseudocardia recipe. Use the right ingredients in the Railgod feeder and collect an egg from the locomotive. Compendium. Gilman's Junction coordinates, right? Stories, survivalist. Waking from laundry and find myself in a crypt. There's celery here and potatoes if one digs for them. Nourishing enough when eaten raw, but a cooked potato is preferable to a raw one. So you sacrifice celery and a potato, and you get a 5% damage reduction for 5 seconds, and health regen amount increased by 1% for 30 seconds. Alright. Recipes: pseudocardia, earthling mush, raw steak, and clay. Sounds delicious. Damn, the village pigs are invulnerable to spear damage. It's just not fair. How about the rats? I'm not going to attempt to stab the dog. I'm heartless, but I'm not that heartless. It's expected that you would linger some, but time's a wasting. Please speak with the guild members in town. Yeah, I already talked to them. So the fog around the corners and edges of the screen apparently is because I have no satiation or satiety. It's just 2 games in the last couple of weeks where one of the most basic things in a survival game, and they've chosen the punitive approach. Instead of rewarding eating and drinking, they punish you for not. And that just is... let's see. Yeah, so my health is going down over time, and I'm going to die because I don't have any food. Open the coordinate panel. Seriously. Use crash site's coordinates. Well, I didn't write them down. I sure hope that that is... Three, 5... Jesus. Thank goodness. They've got coordinates and no convenient way of keeping track of them. 3, 5, 6. I'm all for verisimilitude, but come on, guys. Seriously, this is just making things unnecessarily difficult. I'm leaving the train. We're going to the place with the coordinates thing. I don't remember exactly what we're doing here. Gilman something. Gilman's Crossing. Remember. Find a piece of carriage in the crash site near Gilman's Junction. Well, there's no obvious place for it. There's nothing on the map to show. Oh, we got some green manure. Yay. Oh, and yeah, I can't get through there. So I've got to run all the way back around. I love the theme. I enjoy the game. The rough edges are getting on my nerves. Not gonna lie. How are we on arrows? Alright. It's a rabid dog. Oh, I guess I am gonna shoot a dog after all. I don't think we'll be taking any... Oh, collect the Hand of the Ghoul. Oh, that's lovely.
over here. Nope. We're a little bit low on arrows, but not critically so yet. Alright, we're reloaded. Basically, you have a clip of arrows. Not historically accurate, I don't think. More savages. Don't let them go past and that was the wrong thing. That's the right thing. Lots of mush for the train, which is nice. Grass of the presumably non-smoking variety. I don't need the dirty water, I don't think, right now. The rabid dog. My health is very low now. And because I have no food, my health is just ticking away. I don't have I picked up any food? Nope. Unless I get to eat the hand of the ghoul or some sand. I mean, theoretically, the hand of the ghoul might be edible. What is up there? I can't. An alligator. An alligator? Well, I don't think we need... Whatever the alligator is selling, we're not interested in. We're looking for something here. Got a busted up Railgod, looks like. Find a piece of the carriage. No. Oh, there's more map. No other critters, it doesn't seem like. Uh-oh. Dorian Blackmore. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You're late, dreamer. By the whole 3.5 seconds, time bends for no man. But for you, I might make an exception. Oh yes, and who the hell are you? Sharp-tongued, insolent, reckless one, I would say. That mortal spark in you, it's not unlike a candle in a crypt, like the one we woke up in. Did you wake up in a crypt? Were you a dreamer? What brings you then to fight me? Oh, no, no, you mistake me. I do not come to fight you, dreamer. I come to elevate you. Elevate me? You just threatened to kill me. Merely a test of resolve. You passed magnificently. He's an elixirist. You see, the world you defend, the towns and domes, that world is a rotting carcass. But those who came from the stars, from beyond the stars, they have the power. I can help you touch it. Sounds like corruption to me. Power that rots. Is fire corrupt because it burns?
Is the ocean evil because it drowns? Power is what you make of it. That is the only sin or salvation. You could be something more, a god among ash, a shepherd of the broken song. I'm not that interested in singing your madness. But madness sings to you already, doesn't it, every time the Railgod cleanses your mind? It keeps you far from what is under your skin. You're the one who should have had his mind cleansed often, but that moment has passed, it seems. We were born to straddle the thresholds, dreamer, yes, as conductors, but something better, unspeakable and unnameable. The only threshold I will cross is one of those broken carriages to collect the scheme I came for. So it is a bad habit, then. You love being late, even when the unspeakable calls your name. Yeah, I'm going to die to him because I have no health, because I've had no food. You know, I'm dead, and I think I'm done. There's just... Look at my health in the upper left, as it's just vanishing down to half. I can't... This is not a game that I'm having fun with now. The constant need to keep putting food in my mouth makes the game not fun. It's the exact same experience I had with RuneScape Dragon Quest. Drinking every 45 seconds or a minute. It was tedious. It's not fun. It's not involving. It doesn't pull you in. It pulls you out of the game. And this is the same deal. I have to fight this guy. So in this case, again, this game is going to be, I assume, is similar to V Rising in that, you'll run into an area where there's a boss. You need to kill the boss to sort of progress on. I have no interest in fighting that boss. I'm on half health. It's just frustrating. It's not involving and it's not fun. There's a reason I personally don't play games like the Dark Souls games. Because I don't find dying, finally winning. I don't find that involving. For me. I know a lot of people do. Well, in this case, I'm doing the same things over and over. And it's not involving me in the game. It's just frustrating. It's not friction, it's frustration. And it was the same exact thing. I'm going to try a second time. But I have no reason to expect a different result. Quite the opposite. My body is over there. But frankly, as much as I'm enjoying the bits and pieces of the game, that one element is just destroying it for me because it is a constant, ongoing annoyance. An interruption of the game. It's not a part of the game, it's an interruption of the game. It takes the fun stuff and makes it not fun. Is it over here? Yeah. I'll repeat, I don't remember which of the various survival games I've been playing, because I've been playing kind of a lot lately. It was. Eating and drinking should not be required. They should give you buffs to reward you. They shouldn't punish you for not doing exactly what they want you to do. They should reward you for doing what they want you to do. He's back again. I'm not going to live long, am I? I'm almost dead again. Yeah, I'm dead again. So I'm not going to bother anymore. Not today, and not for some number of patches in the future. There's just the friction isn't friction, it's frustration. Now, I don't play games for the frustration. For a lot of people, those who play Dark Souls games, Elden Ring, they fight and fight and fight and fight and just die and die and die and die. And they make progress, and they fight some more and die some more, and they make some more progress, and they kill the boss, and they get the huge rush of endorphins in the brain. You know, the woohoo thing? I don't get that. I just get a thank God the pain is over. So that kind of gaming experience holds no interest to me at all. And right now, this game feels like more frustration than fun. So I'll play something different tomorrow. I am going to call it here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Pardon my rant, but there are a lot of things that make me angry at games these days. And I don't want to be angry. I want to have fun with my games. I don't want to be frustrated. I mean, I had some minor frustrations with Dune Awakening over the weekend, but almost exclusively, those were from the UI. The user interface is terrible because it's being designed as a console game. I picked up all of my inventory. Why don't I have an inventory? Oh, that's right. It's back with the other guy. Never mind. I am going to call it here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry about the short stream. Sorry about the whining. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Probably with a different survival game, one called Aska, which I picked up the other day. That's most likely. It's got to be less frustrating than this one. Again, thank you guys. My apologies. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Hope the rest of your Monday goes great. I hope the rest of your week, because I try to set an achievable goal. Hope the rest of your work week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow, hopefully with a cheerier point of view. Have a great day. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.